What are we supposed to do with this sort of information? First is know something that many people don't know. And that actually is something that's, I think, helpful. Know that this is actually in a way that culture is being shaped, and see that in terms of if you are called by God into corporate America, this is part of the landscape in which you are following Jesus. And what does faithfulness look like for you as an employee, as an employer, how you're going to structure your company, whether you're going to bow to the pressure of the groups like the Human Rights Campaign and the other groups that have also forced indexes. And honestly, one of the best reasons, what was it? C.S. Lewis said that we need Christian philosophy if for no other reason than bad philosophy exists. We need a Christian viewpoint diversity score for no other reason than really bad index scores are forced upon companies and have an incredible amount of power that they exist. So this is really an attempt to balance out the power. I remember, by the way, being in an early meeting about some of the corporate America stuff and what can we do? And a lot was said about shareholders and what could shareholders do and board members and so on. And a very wise voice in the room, I won't name the name because I don't know that this person would want to be identified.
Was it me? If it was me, then I'm okay with it.
It's okay, yeah. A very wise person other than Maria in the room, who, by the way, wasn't in the room, but maybe would have been, should have been.
Might have been.
Maybe had a doctor's appointment that day or something.
I was sitting behind a tall guy. Yeah, go ahead.
This person said, what we don't need, what we're not trying to do is make these companies Christian. What we're trying to do is just to make them neutral again. So for every board member that calls and says, hey, you need to now come out and put the flag and make all the employees put the diversity flag and fly that high and be public about it. We need another board member to call and go, don't you dare.
Yeah.
And that's it. We just want to keep them neutral. And that's one of the reasons for this, kind of on a leverage point. I think it's also helpful for all of us who have to do business, and we have to look at this and go, do we do business with this? Do I do business with Airbnb and Alphabet and Amazon? And do I want to, because that's the thing about the freedom of association is it applies to whether you decide to sell things on eBay or whether you, do your investment with Goldman Sachs.